guys, welcome to this map bugs out. The creep is ugly. You have to switch the graphics.
Oh, really? What do you mean? What do you mean by
like the creep is like if you load the map, you have to put it on low, then turn it on high. Otherwise, it's like low or whatever. But anyway, and the top left being up 2 games from Team Acer, we have Nerchio. In the bottom right, his opponent from Team Acer being down 2 games, we have Bly.
are your graphics naturally on high or?
Yeah. But the creep is glitched out on this map. Alright, I'm getting some criticism on my observing, guys. I'll step it up for you. I will really try to be the best at the BC I can be. Even though it's not easy. Atch first again for both players.
Yeah. And we don't have much Zerg knowledge behind this anymore,
Yeah.
so I guess we're just gonna go impromptu with this stuff. Gas for both players though, so we should see some early tech coming in. But it's most likely Baneling Nest for both, I would say, considering how quick the gases are. But they should go speed first and then into Baneling Nest, as they did for all the previous games there.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that these 2 players still did like a lot of Ling aggression early on, and we still see Banelings, despite Roaches and Ravagers being so good. It's a surprise to me at least, but these 2 players have a lot of experience. They also played, I don't know who won, but they played in the Lycan League in the finals versus each other, so.
Yeah. I'm not sure who won either. I just saw like 7 Zergs in the finals and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this anymore.
Did you play in today's tournament?
No, I didn't.
What happened?
I don't wanna demoralize myself.
Oh.
I know I'm bad. Like I practice HOTS usually when the time is good, like when there are a lot of people playing on the Korean server, and then when it gets to like 2 a.m. and I'm still awake, and it's like downtime for whatever tournament I'm watching, then I play a couple of Legacy of the Void games because I'm not very stressed. It's just like for fun, and yeah, I lose almost everything, man. As long as it's Zerg or Terran, it's so frustrating.
No.
But whatever.
It's okay.
Once in a while I get a few good wins and I feel good about myself.
Yeah. That's okay. I believe in you, dude.
Thank you. That's all that matters.
Of course, Senpai's approval. So we have a third. Third queen. Is that what you were gonna say, or?
Nah, I was gonna say Nerchio is going for the exact same build as last game, and Bly looks like he's going for the same build as the previous game as well. He's got the early Roach Warren, and he's going for the Roaches, for the Roach pressure once again. And Nerchio has his Speedling and Banelings once again, and a later Roach Warren. Not even getting it this time, so maybe this will prove better for Bly, as long as he doesn't get his Speedlings caught off guard by those Banelings once again.
Oh! No, maybe. Oh! That's only 4 lings left, man. That was pretty good. And
2 maps in a row.
Yeah.
2 maps in a row. And a Speedling run by Nerchio as well, and he's getting a couple of drones here. But this is gonna get easily cleaned up by the Roaches here. No worries about that. They do need 3 hits to kill the Lings there, because the +1 is not done, or is not even close for the Roaches just yet. But these Speedlings are actually doing quite a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of mining time lost here for Bly.
A total of 4 workers have been killed. Bly's gonna add 8 more workers to that army composition. Of course, the thing about Bly is he's like he's got a big Roach army, and if he can get across the map, he's gonna do a lot of damage. But would also leave him vulnerable to the sling counterattack. So can he get across the map without sacrificing too much economy or economy, I guess.
Yeah, the only thing that's keeping Nerchio in the game now are these Ling counterattacks. They're really buying him a lot of time to get his own Roaches up, to get the spines up as well. And right now he's got a appropriate defense for this. So if Light does try to move across the map right now, his attack probably won't do as much damage as it would have like 30 seconds ago. And Nerchio is actually pushing out as well. Okay, staying defensive. I don't think it would have been a good idea to push out at all. Starting some Ravagers of his own.
Yeah, the pumpkins are coming to life.
Those pumpkins.
So a third for each player. More workers. Bly working with a faster lair than Nerchio. Nerchio's still on hatchery tech. So as soon as Bly finishes Burrow, roach speed and Burrow is actually like a really big factor. You can like we saw in last game. You can just go around and harass, and it's just so useful to have speed earlier than your opponent.
Yep, very true. When you get Burrow, you become so much more mobile and so much more frustrating to deal with the roaches because you can't see them. You need 3 overseers following each patch of roach, and you need so much more gas spent as well to defend versus that. So if you're on the receiving end of the pressure, it's gonna be very, very frustrating.
Yeah, but then again, this map is totally different than the last. This play could backfire by Bly. You know, if Nerchio shuts down his rocks, and then he only has to care about this entrance that has already 2 spine and a spore. This could just backfire, like I said. So we'll see.
Yeah, for this map, it's all about the middle defense. If you can secure that area, usually you don't have to be too worrisome of some kind of run by. And for the third as well, you can knock down those rocks. The cooling tower to form a destructible rock.
Why is it called a cooling tower? What's cool about it?
I don't know, man. It's a very good question.
The hard-hitting questions by desRow.
Yeah.
desRow 2015.
And here comes Bly
Yeah.
with his, this time, much more fast sharks. But the Overseer finishes just in time. And not much drones killed. In fact, no drones killed. And it's going to catch 1 free roach there.
Did some of the roach sneak at the natural? No, they did not. Main's gonna mine out for Nerchio and for Bly. Nerchio not grabbing the gas, the second gas in the main. I don't know why, but Nerchio's up 2-0, so I can't really question him all that much.
Yeah, Nerchio's already grabbing his 4th here. He knows that the moment like Nerchio's committed into this tech and he's defending pretty well here, he can immediately grab a 4th and just expand on his economical lead here. 3 roaches coming into the 4th and immediately getting picked off with the Overseer ready. And a couple of roaches going into the natural in the main now. This is where it gets dangerous. Overseers aren't ready. Roaches are kind of out of position and he's forced to pull his drones all the way around.
Yeah, is it gonna spiral out of control for Nerchio? So far, 2 workers have been killed. The roaches are still sharking around. And I think he's got this under control. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
In a defensive position, it's easier to defend, but ooh, really good corrosive bows. You see that? Yep. Just picking off the Ravagers there, here and there. And Bly just kind of pulling Nerchio apart here. He's not mining from his natural, his main's not mining as well. Just mining from this 3rd base, even his 4th is not. So effectively, Nerchio's just on 1 base mining compared to the 3 base mining of Bly here, and getting his 4th up as well. So he's doing a really good job, even though he's not killing that many workers.
It feels like at this point, a spore per base would have prevented a lot of that damage. Also, big shout out to IMP Beast for hosting us for 100 viewers, so that's cool. Thank you. And okay, so this big attack at the 4th of Nerchio. Is it working?
Wow, did you see how he pulled back? Like, he launched those corrosive bows very near into his own roaches, but he moved back just this little bit. Nerchio tried to push forward and then ran right into the...
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, Bly is very good
and
with
like,
his corrosive bow usage, but always he seems to be losing the fights here. I don't know why.
Yeah. And it also looked like Nerchio, like on the last corrosive bow he threw down, he ran into his own, and then Bly casted those on top of himself. So Nerchio ran into like a double stack corrosive bow from Bly's and Nerchio's Ravagers. So
nice.
Nerchio's a little bit overzealous so far this game.
Yeah, and Bly still has two roaches in his main right there. He picked off a queen already, so the injects are very behind on Nerchio's end as well. He's got no injects on the third, no injects in the main, so that's a lot of production lost. He doesn't have that much minerals to work with anyways, but still, you can see the supply lead is way in Bly's favor here. And everything, almost.
Hmm.
Income still slightly in Nerchio's lead, actually. I think because Bly hasn't really transferred drones over. Yeah, his natural is way oversaturated, and his fourth is already complete, so he needs to get on that as soon as possible.
Hmm. Bly is gonna set up a few spine crawlers at his third, to so that he doesn't get flanked, doesn't want to have to deal with maybe bored roach, just like Nerchio had to deal with. The upgrade lead so far is in Bly's favor by quite a lot, actually. +2 missile is started, and Nerchio hasn't started any upgrades. Also, Bly is going for Hydras and even more Ravagers, and there's a big roach counterattack in Nerchio's natural. Let's see how much damage Nerchio actually takes from this. The Spine Crawler gets picked off, a few drones gets picked off, the Queen gets picked off, and yeah, that's basically it. There's no other action on the map besides this.
I really like how Bly, whenever he tries to tech or tries to expand, he always goes for an attack. So that forces Nerchio to move all his units back to defend versus this. So all his teching and expanding is very, very safe to actually take. Buys himself a lot of space there to work with, and he's getting a very good army composition right now. He's even starting a Lurker then. Lurk is actually really good against these close range roaches. They deal a lot of splash damage. But the corrosive bile can get very, very dangerous too, because lurkers, when they're burrowed, they can move around, and corrosive bile, once you know exactly where the units are, they deal a lot of damage there. Gotta watch out for that. Nerchio's already moving across the map here. Still 0-0 roaches against the
Lurker, Dan.
1-0.
The dream is real, man. And Nerchio's moving in. A lot of Ravagers, though. The Ravagers are weak. Think of them a little bit as Hydras, but with a little bit more HP. And Nerchio is going to shove deep right before Bly gets +2 missile. So he's down in upgrades, but he has got so many more units. Does he, though? The unit, the army count is very even as we speak. But Bly, Bly's remaxing. No, Bly's going to hold.
I feel like Bly is doing very well with his corrosive bile, but he never seems to win out the fight. I don't know what's going wrong there. Very confusing to me.
Well, on the next battle, there's going to be lurkers, my friend, and life is going to be wonderful.
That is true. He's got a couple of Hydras mixed into this composition already, but if it's just these small bunch of roaches, the Hydras aren't going to be too good, because they don't have too much buffer. More roaches trickle in, which is going to help out in that case much, much more here. I'm waiting for the lurkers, buddy. But he's not making... Oh, here they come. 6 lurkers. They morph from the Hydralis. I didn't even know that. And yeah, here you go.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Whitera for hosting us. I guess he's watching his countrymate Bly try to make a stand versus his bully friend Nerchio. I say bully because Nerchio has been playing really well so far this series, but Bly looks to be putting him back into his place, at least for this game. And Bly's going to do another counterattack with some burrowed roaches, but is that the right time to do that? I mean, there's already roaches here, a spine crawler, a queen with full energy. This might do nothing, and then Nerchio in the meantime is attacking the 5th of Bly. And also, this 4th has never been mining anything. It's fresh. What the hell, Bly? You think he forgot about it?
Yeah. I don't know, he hasn't transferred drones there at all. Maybe he's just scared to mine from there because it's very, very vulnerable. But it's definitely a huge mistake at this point. He's once again very saturated on his 3rd, and he needs to move some workers over there. He's really diminishing his possible income right now. And I think it makes a huge difference if you get high for lurkers, though. You can upgrade your seismic spines, which helps increase the range of the lurkers by 3. That is actually a huge difference there, and but it's going to be very, very hard to go up to spines, go up to hive tech, of course. It's a very long way. You need to get your infestation pick going, and investing all that resource can actually open up a very huge timing for your opponent to attack you as well. I feel like you should go more aggressive with these lurkers.
Well, yeah, so far in this game there's 8 lurkers. Basically what Bly has done is he's transition out of lurker tech, or Ravager tech for now. Actually, I take that back, he's making 4 more Ravagers, but man, ZVZ is so much more exciting with Ravager, Lurker, and Roaches than it was in
Yeah.
Out of the Swarm. And the Lurkers have to reposition.
Mainly the Ravagers, man. It's all about those corrosive vials.
Yeah.
If not for them, this wouldn't be as fun. But the Overseer from Nerchio here spots the Lurkers, and he knows not to push into there. He finds a soft spot in Bly's defense right now, and immediately snipes the 4th down. Lurkers here positioned for the flank, and they're doing a lot of damage, immediately forcing Nerchio to back off.
Mm-hmm.
Nerchio is gonna get more and more Ravagers,
Yeah.
trying to counter the Lurkers that way. Why? What were you laughing at?
Someone called me out for saying, yeah, for sure, desRow 2015. Rip.
That's how
I
you
wa-
know he's not.
Wow.
That's how you know he's not focusing on the game, man.
Shut up. No, but shut up. Alright, so anyway, I wonder if Nerchio is gonna go for Hydras or not. Like,
Sabres.
does he feel content with just Roaches and Ravagers? I mean, Lurkers seem to be doing well for Bly.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It seems like both players can't really attack into each other.
Mhm.
Like they've got such strong compositions that they just don't want to attack into any of them. Like Bly's got these lurkers, and he's not really attacking behind it either. So they're not really building on the lead that they have, or building on the composition that they have. They're just kind of poking and prodding, throwing a few punches, testing the waters, but nothing's really getting done here.
Mhm.
Maybe
Man,
we're
this-
gonna get our first huge fight.
Yeah. I mean, like, so far this game, Nerchio has done a good job of choking out Bly. If you look at the bank, whoever wins this battle, it's safe to say that Nerchio will be able to remake more after this. What a huge engagement, a lot of corrosive bow. The lurkers have been borrowed, and Nerchio's taking a lot of damage from this. So far, it seems to be an even army supply. The lurkers are struggling to reposition, they're exposed, and between the borrows, a lot of them were taken down, and yeah, Nerchio's lost a lot of his meat. All his roaches have died. I mean, lurkers do a lot of damage, but behind this, Nerchio's still on 2,000 minerals and 5 bases compared to Bly's recent 4th. That still blows my mind. I don't know what you were doing, Bly.
Yeah. And here's where the bank you mentioned really plays a part. Even though Bly actually won at the engagement there, he just doesn't have the bank to remax as quickly as Nerchio here. So Nerchio's slowly but surely gonna have more and more units than Bly. He might actually just edge this game out that way if he takes his engagements well enough from this point out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
all about those corrosive files.
Oh! Oh, that was so beautiful.
What a snipe.
Yeah, what a snipe. And they're constantly repositioning. Bly's got the nicer concave, or at least it feels that way. Corrosive Bile hits the Ravagers of Nerchio. Is that enough from Bly, or is it too much from Nerchio with all the economy that he's had? Oh, I think this might be it, dude. I mean, still 80 to 100. I guess it comes down to efficiency. And Bly is quite good at that, being efficient. Oh, farewell the 4th.
Once again, and attacking up this ramp is Bly, but attacking up
Oh!
the ramp is so good for the corrosive vial here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
they're-
quickly dodging it, of course. He's very used to that already. But getting that 4th is actually so huge right now. Nerchio's on like 6 bases. Well, Bly's only on his measly 3. And he's basically mined out on all of them already. Look, he's only mining on 1 base right now. And it's barely mining. This is what happens in Legacy if you don't take your bases fast enough.
Yeah, that's definitely the problem for Bly this game. And he doesn't feel like he can win right away. Otherwise, he would have moved out. He wants to grab his 4th and play in a defensive position. I mean, he's not sitting on a lot of Ravagers. He's only got 3 Ravagers left, so that's a problem for him for sure.
Yep, 3 roaches from Bly moving down to the bottom left base of Nerchio here to kill off a couple more drones, but I don't think it's going to be too huge of a problem, considering Nerchio could just end the game right here. He's killing
Yeah.
off a lot of drones, moving on to the 4th. Once again, he's going to clean up these mines in the 4th for like the 3rd time. Fly's doing some really good counter damage though, but if this is going to go down to a base trade, I think Nerchio has got this. He's got way more units on the map right now.
Yeah, he's ahead 40 unit supply or army supply, and the deeper Bly goes in, the harder it's gonna get. It's harder it's gonna get to get out. Jesus, too many gets in that sentence. But you get the point. I mean, he's cornered now. He's there's no way out.
He's in too deep. He is in too deep. He's gone into a corner right now. And here comes the Ravages from the other side. Explosive blasts do go down, but they don't hit enough units. And there it is, GG. Nerchio getting the 3rd game in a row.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This guy's CB